somebody get was it Second Thessalonians, third chapter?
That's why I was.
3 and
You can't come up against the heads, man, the men that taught you. You know? And that shows that you guys have no integrity. That shows it exposes the true character of you guys that left off from us, man. And doing the things that you're doing. All right? You don't have the decency to just continue to go out and prophesy, man. You know? I'm grateful Bebe kids. 3 and
got a precinct.
3 and like
You got
12.
want to read that? Go ahead. While she's trying to get that.
This is Romans 9 and 31. But Israel, which followed after the law of righteousness, have not obtained the law of righteousness. Wherefore, because they sought it not by faith, but as it were by the works of the law, for they stumbled at the stumbling stone.
Yeah, they stumble at Yahweh Shai, really. That's who they stumble at, man. Yahweh Shai is the rock of offense to all you wicked niggas that ain't meant to get it, man.
Right.
You know, and back then, the thing was the law. They were trying to bring men under the bondage of the law, but the Israelite foreigners, they were justified by having faith in Yahweh Shai, man. You know? It was a lot of chaos back then. But the Lord was actually forming an order back then. All right, and Apostle Paul was the master over that office of the Gentiles. Okay, he was the master over the Israelite foreigners. Okay, and did he even charge those that were in Italy to salute them that have the rule over you? Second Thessalonians 3. Walk disorderly.
Yeah, it's a bunch of it in there. 6. Up to
6. This is 2 Thessalonians 3 and 6. Now we command you, brethren, in the name of our power, Yahweh Shai, that ye withdraw yourselves from every brother that walketh disorderly. And
and that's the reason why you niggas that's talking against the order, that's the reason why you no longer with us. Because you oppose order. So in the epistle, it tells us to withdraw ourselves from those who are disorderly. Or those that are disorderly are those that are unruly, man. Okay?
unruly without rule, right?
Yep.
Without order.
And those that are without rule are presumptuous or self-willed. Go ahead.
and that ye withdraw yourselves from every brother that walketh disorderly, and not after the tradition which ye received of us.
Yep. Like in that instance, it's talking about the tradition of the scribes and Pharisees. They would try to take Israelite foreigners and push their tradition on them, man. You know?
Uncircumcised.
Yeah. You know?
I'm going to 11.
Go ahead.
2 Thessalonians 3 and 11. For we hear that there are some which walk among you disorderly, working not at all, but are busybodies.
Hey, that's the mental patient up there in the Bay and Double Heart, man. He seemed to be very busy and everybody's masters, but he refused to labor himself. You know?
Hey, if you don't mind,
He's hella out of order, man.
Read 9. Just read down to 11.
This 2 Thessalonians 3 and 9. Not because we have not.
Did you read 8?
No. No.
Did you read 7?
No.
Read 7. Yeah, just read all the way
This is 2 Thessalonians 3 and 7. For ourselves know how ye ought to follow us, for we behave not ourselves.
Hey, how you ought to follow us, because that's the order. Certain men, the apostles, got it, and they trying to give it to you. They're gonna say example, but you get it by following the example of how they got it. If they and woe unto them if they preaching out the gospel, how how's the rest of that one go? Woe unto them if they preach not the gospel.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, if you preach not the gospel, if they don't give it to you, you know, woe unto them. But you see, that's all they do is they give it. They just give, and correct, and show, and be an example. Right?
For we behave not ourselves disorderly among you, neither did we eat any man's bread for naught, but wrought with labor and travail night and day, that we might not be chargeable to any of you, not because we have not power, but to make ourselves an example unto you to follow us.
Hey, yeah. Not that they don't, right? Not that they didn't have power over you. They could have had you to set them up for whatever. The apostles tell us to go jump through hoops, man. They told us to go do the test, but we do the test because we see why they have us doing it. Because it's to make us better. They're not doing it just for their own kicks and giggles. They're doing it because it's through the Spirit to make us better.
What happened last night?
There it is, right? Yeah. Exactly
I
right.
called his brother at midnight. I say, hey, look, man, I'm having a little problem. What is this? And then we both came to, hey, let's go back to the test.
Yeah.
And we found the answer when we went back to the test.
Yeah.
This is 2 Thessalonians 3:10. For even when we were with you, this we commanded you, that if any would not work, neither should he eat.
Yep. You got to put in that work, man. And not doing the work deceitfully. Okay?
James Brown said, you
Keep
don't
going.
work, you don't eat.
For we hear that there are some which walk among you disorderly, working not at all, but are busybodies.
Yep.
Yeah. You got busybodies,
Yeah.
man.
They wake, like
This man-
Brother said, they wake up in the morning and can't wait to go to to see what videos is uploaded so they can scoff.
Yeah.
Your life mission is to wake up and scoff. That's the work you do now. You said it, matter of fact. So scoffing is the new work.
That's the work. That's the new
On the
work.
left hand side.
Yeah, man.
Not Esau. Not condemning this nation, not condemning it. Let's talk about them niggas.
Yep.
Hey, you all in this camp. I got dirt on that camp. I got dirt over there in that camp. I could talk about this dude right here. His house was dirty. You know, those dudes
Knew
right
that
there.
nigga
They
was
they had Hennessy bottles and they took pictures together.
Yeah.
You know, that's a bitch, man.
Yeah,
Let's just keep it plain,
say
man. That's a
that.
bitch, man. That's a bitch nigga shit, man. All right. You know. Go ahead.
This is 2 Thessalonians 3:12. Now them that are such we command and exhort by our Lord Yahushua, that with quietness they work and eat their own bread.
That with quietness, man, that you put the work in. Okay? Go ahead.
But ye brethren, be not weary in well doing.
Yeah, don't get faint-hearted about it, man. Just do the work.
And if any man obey not our word by this epistle, note that man and have no company with him, that he may be ashamed.
And that's the reason why you guys get casted out, man. Because you can't just be in order. You can't just do the work, man. You know? What's so hard about just staying in line and doing the work, man? Coming out here and teaching. What's so hard about putting up more than 2 videos a week to further the push of the gospel? Those type of orders grieve you or something? That's a grievance to you to be commanded to do something actually righteous, something that's going to actually
Help you in the long run.
Help you. You know.
And
How
others.
could you get angry? How could you get upset at that, man?
And the Most High will wink at you for that. He'll appreciate that. You know, you pushing it out there like that, he'll appreciate it. That gets brownie points. That puts a little more spiritual, as Brother Kari always say, it's a little more to your spiritual bank account.
Hey, when you look up the word disorderly in the Greek, it's from the Greek word ataktos, and it basically means disorderly, out of ranks, irregular, inordinate, immoderate pleasures. The third definition is deviating from the prescribed order or rule.
Yep. Deviating from the course. You went off the straight gate, off the straight path, and went off into other direction.
Son, the first thing you said was out of ranks. And the elders and the apostles say all the time, it's levels to this truth. It's levels to this word. You can't expect to just getting the truth a year or two and then think you got more knowledge than the elders and apostles, or more knowledge than the heads of your camp.
Yeah, a lot of you guys, well, the dudes we talking about, they actually got almost 10 years in. That still doesn't give you, that's still a babe, man. That still doesn't give you justification to come against the men who taught you the word, man. You know? Especially in a disrespectful manner. You niggas are disrespectful with it too, man. At least when the apostles, when they correct their elder, high priest Ariah, they don't call him all type of niggas, and they don't disrespect him, man. They just say, hey, he's going off, and the Lord might deal with him if he doesn't repent. But they still believe that he might turn from that, you know.
You better wake up now, though.
Yeah, right. And hopefully that shit that happened with Comfy should come up, man.
Right.
You know. But they don't disrespect their elders. You know? And that's shit, they lead by example.
They speak
You
well
should be
of
the
things
same
that they
you should
do.
be the same way, man. Okay, you don't agree with them. Okay? Well, go on and do the work, man.
Yep.
Stop trying to so-called expose and convince everybody how wicked these men are,
So
man.
it ain't hard to not go out. It ain't hard to go study and read up and line up these precepts. That stuff is difficult for them,
Yeah.
you know? But it's not hard to come up there and find these things to scoff about. That's interesting. That makes it easy in their mind to want to do. Versus, you got all these 2/3 to scoff, through the righteous scoffing at them through the word with. That makes this whole book fit, not just go find one little angle to say that these ain't the real teachers or they going off or whatever, they got biker jackets, whatever you niggas use, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, but y'all, well, really, because some of y'all still out there teaching, but y'all pollute y'all ministry by doing the things that y'all doing, man. I'm talking about you guys that are doing this, but you still out there teaching. Y'all polluting y'all ministry, man. Giving heed into to that spirit. But you other dudes that ain't out there laboring, you just reduced to a damn scoffer, man, a scorner. All right, you no longer are doing the work, man. You just a lazy scoffer now, man. All right. King Solomon had mentioned you. Proverbs, was that 24 and like 21? You got all this time in the world to come on the comment boards and talk shit. You get to make all these countless videos. You know?
The bars are cooking this in their beds.
But you ain't you. If we try to look for a channel, or you out there on the highways and hedges, currently, that's nowhere to be found. Those of you niggas that's doing all this mouthing off, and I don't see you out there teaching, man. You ain't got nothing to really say, man. You ain't got nothing to talk about, man.
We don't even take you seriously.
Hey, we just looking past you. Proverbs 24, somebody?
Anybody got it?
This Proverbs 24 and 21. My son, fear the...
No, not that one.
Sit that on that, right?
Huh, that's 21.
No, I don't want that one.
That on that with them that
No.
give it to change?
No, not that one. That's a good one too, but not that one. Try 21 and 24. See what that's.
He followed after righteousness and mercy fight of life. No, 24 you said, Salaki. Oh, you said 21 and 24.
Yeah, you got it.
Proverbs 21.
You got it?
Proverbs 21 and 24. Proud and haughty, scorner is his name.
That's what you've been reduced to now. Just a proud and haughty scorner. Or you got pride on you, man. The squeeze is getting tight. You know? The squeeze is gonna get tighter and tighter and tighter. What, the lemons, nigga? You gonna be squeezing lemons and shit? Y'all niggas trying to make lemon tea or something? What the fuck y'all talking about, man? You being a scorner, man. Go ahead.
Proverbs 21 and 24. Proud and haughty, scorner is his name, who dealeth in proud wrath.
They dealeth in proud wrath. Go ahead.
The desire of the slothful killeth him,
But the desire of the slothful kills him.
for his hands refuse to labor.
His hands just refuse to put in that work, though. You got all this time to scoff, but you just can't get to work. You just can't teach, man.
You got 10 videos of scoffing and no videos of edifying and prophesying.
Right. Yep. So that's you niggas that have separated yourselves, and now you're just sensual. You're a natural man. Or are you walking after your old flesh now? You know? You think you got liberty, but for some reason, in your liberty, you can't seem to forget. you can't seem to forget this, man. If you supposedly so free, then why don't you just walk off into the sunset then?
And get hit by a missile.
You know? That's it on that.
Notice about Esau, but Micah 2 and 1.
No, you ain't gotta pull that. That's pertaining to Esau.
I know, but that's what they doing.
Get Corinthians 10th chapter.
First Corinthians chapter 10, verse 1. Moreover, brethren, I would not that ye should be ignorant how that all our fathers were under the cloud and all passed through the sea.
What is that cloud? It's the chariot, man. That gave them what was that?
Darkness by day.
Yeah. Fire by night as a light.
Pillar of light.
A pillar of light by night. That was actually Yahweh Shai, man. And it's about to tell you that was actually Yahweh Shai. Go ahead. This referring to the time of Moses.
Yep.
In the time of in the wilderness. Go ahead.
And were all baptized unto Moses in the cloud and in the sea.
Yep.
And all did eat the same spiritual meat.
Yep.
It says, and all did drink the same spiritual drink, for they drank.
Because that's where what? That's where they received the commandments at, man. The law. Yahweh Shai brought the law to Israel. That might be dark. That might be meaty for brothers that don't have the understanding. But that rock, that chariot that came down, who Moses was with up there on Mount Sinai with, was actually Yahweh Shai, man. Okay. Yahweh Shai is known as the right hand or the arm of the Most High. Go ahead.
It says, it says, and all did drink the same spiritual drink, and they drank of that spiritual
Speak a little
drink.
louder.
Yeah, you got even though it's hidden, you still got it.
It says, and did all drink the same spiritual drink, and they drank of that spiritual rock that followed them, and that rock was Yahweh Shai.
There you go. Go ahead.
But with many of them, the Most High was not well pleased,
Why was he not well pleased?
for they were overthrown in the wilderness.
They all got put to death, and only 2 men made it out of there. Go ahead.
Now these things were our examples,
Yep.
to the intent we should not lust after evil things,
Hey, so these men were supposed to be examples of who not to follow. And it's going to tell you who these men were.
so as they also lusted. Neither be ye idolaters, as were some of them.
The
As,
men that were worshiping the golden calf, you know, committing idolatry. Go ahead.
as it is written, the people sat down to eat and drink and rose up to play. Neither let us commit fornication, as some of them committed, and fell in one day 23,000.
Yahweh Shai killed 23,000 Israelites in a day. Okay? Because he was displeased. Go ahead.
Neither let us tempt Yahushua,
Neither tempt him. Go ahead.
as some of them also tempted and were destroyed of serpents.
How did they tempt him? Go ahead.
It says, neither murmur ye, as some of them also murmured and were destroyed of the destroyer.
They murmured. Okay, they were whispering against Moses.
Yeah.
Because they had a problem with the authority, the leadership.
Same thing that's going on now, right?
You niggas were murmuring when you were still in GMS.
Yeah.
And it was made manifest when you got kicked out. You niggas had a problem the whole time. You know?
Now you bring it out.
And now you bringing your true spirit out.
Hey, and I'm not thinking what scripture that says it, but when you think evil in your hearts, whether you think it in your mind or you speak it with your mouth, hey, when you guys were thinking it, that's when you were condemned. When you first had those thoughts, if you didn't repent those thoughts, then hey, they still sticking with you. And now when she got kicked out, you start to see what it is.
Yep.
And now not only kicked out, but you're falling away in the sense of you're not even doing the work of the Lord no more. You simple number to the 2/3 now. Like that opportunity for salvation ain't even on your minds no more.
Like, read 11.
Yeah. It says, now all these things happen unto them for examples.
For examples. Obviously, you niggas didn't follow up on that example, man. You actually fulfilling what took place and what he's talking about that was led as an example. To show Israel this is not how you go, man. You niggas are going in that direction.
It says, now all these things happen unto them for examples, and they are written for our admonition or our instruction, right? It says, upon whom the ends of the world are come.
That's it, man.
Yep.
And that's what that's talking about in Jude and 2 Peter, when it says they have gone in the way of the rebellion of Korah.
Let me read 12 real quick.
And that shows you that that's talking about men. It was not talking about angels. It was talking about men despising order, despising authority, man. The angels don't have a problem with authority, man. You clowns.
Yep. It says, wherefore let him that thinketh he standeth take heed lest he fall.
Better take heed to it, man.
Yep. Lest you fall.
A lot of you dudes, you already fell though, man.
Yep.
You did fall.
That's for other brothers that may not have been exposed yet,
They better, if they've been having thoughts, man, they better consider in their mind and repent, man. You better pray that demon off of you. You know? You coming up against Moses back then, look how the judgment went out with everybody that came up against him, man. His own sister even got dealt with, man.
Yep.
That's why the Lord said, man, those of you that rise up against them, I think it's in Isaiah 54, that they shall condemn you. Isaiah 54 and 17. Y'all better pray that
Oh, yeah.
that the men of Great Millstone, start with the apostles, aren't the elect, man. Y'all better
Right,
hope like
yeah.
hell, man.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, if we not the men of the Lord, we'll take it, man.
Yeah.
We'll take the judgment. We'll deal with the judgment, man. But if it so be that we are the men of the Lord, hey, I would not want to be you niggas, man. Get it, somebody? Isaiah 54.
This is Isaiah 54 and 17. No weapon that is formed against thee shall prosper,
Uh-huh.
and every tongue that shall rise against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn.
Yep.
Hey, thou shalt condemn. All right, and y'all rising up against the men of the Lord in judgment, man. You know?
This is the heritage of the servants of the Most High.
That's the heritage of the servants of the Most High, man. So if you come against the Lord's true servants, the men who He's dealing with, you coming up against Him. You got to answer to Him, man.
Right.
I wouldn't do that.
Right.
I wouldn't do that, man. That's
They gonna say, but y'all not the okay. Well, we
okay.
shall see.
Well, in
like
yeah, in
that
due
Israelite
time.
said, well, that's controversial. Yeah, it's controversial right now. We ain't guaranteed to be the men of the Lord, but if we end up being those men, you know,
Yeah,
the apostle
man.
of those men, man, y'all gonna get, man, woo.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm claiming one of them 144,000.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Hey, man.
I got to do it.
Also, that's what we do.
Hey, you know.
Trying to be on that number, man.
I want my seat.
Well, you know, we ain't gonna make ourselves a part of the number, but we working to be a
Yeah,
part of that
yeah.
number.
We got confidence of what we do.
Yeah.
What we do, that we
I'm
have an
praying every
opportunity
day
to
that
be
I'm
those
on.
men. We're of the hopeful elect.
2 Peter 1 and 17.
Pray every day.
And we seeking out our salvation with fear and trembling. And if it means to, you know, listen to the apostles, man, when they give out a decree and we, you know, they give out an order, man. 1 and 17. This is what you ought to be doing here.
This is 2 Peter 1 and 17. For he received from Yahweh the Father honor and glory.
Actually, no, get 10. Salaki.
This is 2 Peter 1 and 10. Wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure.
That's why we're trying to be. That's what we're doing to be a part of that number. Giving diligence, man. Being consistent with our teachings and pushing the word and keeping the commandments of the Lord to the best of our ability, man.
For if you do these things, ye shall never fall.
If you do these things, you shall never fall. All right. That dude that's a part of the Three Stooges, he went away for 2 years. You know? You know?
Came back with a
Where,
swole
where,
face.
where were you at, man? You know?
For so an entrance shall be minister unto you abundantly into the everlasting kingdom of the Most High.
That's the point. You know? That's it on that, you know. So that's ultimately that's what we're working towards, man. That's why we come out, because we fear the Lord, and that's why we give diligence, man. You know? You put out those videos for edification, that adds to your diligence. Okay? Because you're participating in the furthering of the ministry. You know? So, hey, man, we gonna follow order, man. That's what we're gonna do. You know?
And during when brothers do videos, because I know for me personally, it's been several videos that I watched that rouse my spirit up and give me like, hey, as soon as I'm done watching this video, I'm about to do one, and then post it.
Yeah, sometimes when a brother does a video and go into a particular lesson, it opens up more room for more edification to come out on that topic, because it'll rouse other brothers up. Be like, you know what? I want to add on to that, so let me make a video and touch on that. So much edification comes out from videos being put up, man. It sparks you to do other response lessons, response videos. Hey, them heathens, you know, No Class Alone and those misfits that he keeps collecting. When they do those live shows, hey man, that gives all brothers ammunition to put more work in, man. It keeps us being diligent. You know? That's why you'll see countless videos response to their live shows, man. All right? That's because you got to be sincere about this. Okay? Passionate. That's why I said in Romans, was that the 12th chapter? It says to be fervent and not slothful in business, but fervent in the spirit. Okay? That's why the apostles always get on brothers if they see the engine sputtering. Dudes that's losing that spark, man.
Put more oil in your lamp.
Yeah. You know? They always make admonishing videos warning brothers, hey man, y'all better get on it, man. There shouldn't be the same few brothers that's constantly putting up videos, man. Going into lessons, man. You know? Somebody was holding? You can bring that out.
2 Timothy, I was trying to think of the one you just.
Sure.
2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. Study to show thyself approved unto the Most High God, not unto YouTube views, not unto other scoffers to get high fives, but unto the Most High God. That comes to edifying videos. That comes into prophesying also, rather you prophesy. You know, not just being a scoffer. It says, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth.
Rightly dividing the word of truth.
Yep.
And I believe rightly dividing the word of truth, dividing the word means to teach the word directly and correctly. Teach it directly and correctly, man.
And the reason I grabbed that was when you was talking about when we see those other live shows of those misfits, it sparks us to want to go out there and do it the right way, put the right breakdowns out there versus the BS that they put out there. You know?
Not let none of it slide.
Yep,
Ain't let nothing slide. That's right.
Yep.
We gotta
we gotta get that leaven, cut that leaven out.
we gotta protect the doctrine, man.
Yeah.
When the doctrine is being attacked, we gotta defend against it, man. You know?
Ching, ching.
Hey, when you look up the word rightly divide, it means, I can't pronounce the Greek word, orthotomeo, and it basically means to cut straight, to cut straight ways, to proceed on straight paths, hold a straight course.
To cut directly at where the good is at, where the bad is at.
Yep. Equivalent to doing right.
Hey,
to
let me use that analogy with leaven, right? You gotta cut the part that has the leaven, cut it where the leaven is at. You don't cut none of the truth out. You don't cut a little piece of where the leaven is still at. You cut it directly on the line, and you make that line clear. That's what we do with the truth. You know, so the leaven don't grow, and so we don't take away none of the part of the truth, none of the good parts.
It says to make straight and smooth, to handle aright, to teach the truth directly and correctly.
Yep, directly and correctly. Yep.
So basically to make the word plain. We break the words down to make the understanding smooth and plain to the elect, you know? That's how you rightly divide the word of truth. And part of that is going into the meaning of the words, you know? If you don't go into the meaning of words, sometimes you can leave that
Understanding is lost.
yeah, You know?
You missed out on a chance of getting the full understanding. You leave
Yeah.
some meat on the bone, as the apostles would say, right?
Yeah, you know. And you use the word to rightly divide it, man. Or the precepts are rightly divide itself for you. All right? If you got the precepts, that's how you do it. You know? Yeah, these people are gone, man. All these people getting ready to vote on what's that, Monday, Tuesday? They finna get ready to vote on Tuesday, man. These people walk on in darkness and do not know. You know? If you, I don't know what you're looking for, but you know, brothers ain't got nothing else, we could close out. That's it, y'all. All right, so with that, we're gonna close out. We're gonna say all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, double honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstone. Salutations and blessings to you, sincere Akim, real brothers out there that are laboring in this truth, in this gospel, with all sincerity. All right. So with that, we're gonna close. We're gonna say shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.